Very good. Give me a sense of what this experience has been like here this first couple of weeks at camp, and obviously a new face to this franchise. But what do you notice?
Yeah, I think, what's important during this time of year is continuing to bring our guys together. Obviously, we have, a lot of new coaches, a lot of new faces, players, and so it's a whole kind of, hey, reestablish ourselves, find the roles, find our footing, find a rhythm within the team, not only on the field, but in the locker room, in the meeting rooms, with the coaches. So really trying to form that chemistry right now. And so that's what we've been doing. I love how DQ's been attacking really all of our camaraderie stuff, even like in team meetings, he'll call someone out, hey, where have you seen signs of the brotherhood coming together? And so just things like that. We're talking about it. We're talking about setting a standard, what that means, transactional things that are on the field that we can cash in on. Hey, we're showing it. This is a good example. This is bad. This has got to be better. This is what we want to do. And so when we bring in all those aspects together, it really sets yourself up for success in the fall. Yeah, I'm healthy, so it's another opportunity to go out there and try to stay as healthy as I can. Week one it sucks. Balling out like 150 yards, touchdown, feeling good. Fourth quarter, whack, high ankle sprain. Finally get back, bang, ankle sprain on the other side. And then, we had some injuries with kind of our offense. So, and then our scheme, was a little different from the year before. So it seemed like we were always trying to put ourselves together, myself included, and trying to figure out, hey, look, can I get in a rhythm? How can I get back on my feet and play the way I used to? And so this is another opportunity to do that. And I know this league is brutal when it comes to how you're judged. You're judged off of your last season. And so right now it's another opportunity for me to rebound and show that, hey, I can still play at a high level. Not much, because I feel like even when he was the head coach, he was still implementing his philosophies in the running back room, and so I still feel those. And he's actually the one that taught me a lot of the philosophies that I know, because that's who I came in with. And I remember, back in when I was a rookie, and we would be working with Fredo, who was our running back coach at the time, one of Aylin's friends, and Coach Lynn came jogging across because my track was off by about a foot. Like, he's that detailed on all of the running back fundamentals, and so now having him as a coach and seeing that all the time, I know it's going to help elevate all of our guys in that room.
And how do you embrace the competition with B-Rob? I think we all agree he was underused last year. How do you embrace that? Because Anthony said, I love the fact that these two guys got to go at it.
Yeah, that's what it's about, right? That's what this whole organization, this whole league is about. It's about competition, and it's about putting your best foot out there and making sure, hey, this is what I'm earning. Go out and earn your reps. And it doesn't mean that, hey, it's about, hey, you trying to bring someone down. It's the opposite. You're trying to bring someone else up, because, hey, if you're a good player, you're going to earn that right. If you're not, then, hey, you might be better at this. You might be better at this. We're different body types, different assets, different ways. He's a little bit younger. I have a little bit more tape. My strengths are well known, right? My strengths are well known. B-Rob's still getting himself in his footing, going into year 3 here, and so I'm looking forward for us, not only with him but the rest of the room as well, to competing out here. And for me, one of my philosophies every year is, hey, when I was a starter, it's like you're trying to take my job. That's what your mindset has to be, and it's my job not to let you take my job. But here, I'm a leader where I'm going to help you. I'm going to try to help you as much as you can, because you pushing me is going to make me a better person, just like I'm going to try to push you. And so that's what we're about in that room, is competition, because it's going to help us all get better. Yeah, it's been great, man. It's been great. It's definitely different than what I'm used to. And so for us now, it's like, okay, let me get myself in the best position on the field. And that's exactly what they've been doing. That's the philosophy of what Cliff's been putting us in, letting us move around. Like, I'm on the slot, I'm out wide, I'm in the backfield. Me and B-Rob are in at the same time. I'm lined up on the edge, I'm chipping, I'm using it in the run game, we're using the option game. So you're going to see me all over the field. And, I think from my reputation, I'm pretty much a Swift Army knife wherever you need me. Special teams, offense, I'm going to get it done for you. So I think he's utilizing that to the max.
You spent all of your career with the Chargers, and you come over here to Washington. Do you almost view this as like a fresh start? How excited are you to kind of start a new chapter of your football life?
Yeah, it's just, that's what it is right there. It's a new chapter. And for me, it was like, dang, like, I'm moving out of where I'm used to, where I'm comfortable with out in LA, and the establishment that I've been a part of for so long in that fan base. And so it was really bittersweet, honestly. Like, it was like, you know what, it's bitter because I'm going to miss the fan base, I'm going to miss that culture out there, but also sweet because it's a new chapter. And so that's what I think life's about. Life's about going out there, experiencing new things, and now I'll be able to have this a part of my story, where I was in LA for 7 years, then I went to the other side of coast, and we were balling out, and it was good times, and we were winning games. And so that's what I'm trying to paint right now. And so it's been as great a start as it can be, and I'm looking forward to continue to build this chapter out here.
You play with a couple of good quarterbacks in Rivers and
Yeah.
Herbert. with the Chargers. You've played against a lot of good quarterbacks, and now you
For
have
sure.
a young quarterback here in Jaden Daniels. Any comparisons from your experiences, whether it's Herbert, Rivers, that you've seen in Jaden?
They're all different. They're all different. You know, I came in with Philip. He was like in year 15 or something like that, and so that's different when you're with a quarterback that's a vet like that, and especially for him because he would embrace the leader role. He had been doing that for a while. He'd been there longer than anyone besides the ownership, and so he was out there. He's running the blitz pickup meetings. He's running drills on the field. Like it's Philip running it, saying, "No, I want that one again. Hey, you come over here. Let's run it this way." To Justin, who was trying to figure out as a rookie, just like Jaden is right now. So it takes a little bit longer for them to get their footing, which is expected, just like any rookie it is. But from Justin to Jaden, they're still different in their own ways, which all of us are as players, and so you build your identity, but it's really hard to tell anything until we really get into preseason to see how it's playing out. But I'm proud of what the strides he's made so far. He's embraced the leadership role. Things that I love to see, especially from the quarterbacks, is if you don't like a route or something, you're calling me up. He's done that a few times after practice. We're out here getting routes, him and Mariota too. We're getting routes about, hey, we saw this in practice. Let's redo that one. Hey, you dropped this one. It was a bad throw. Let's redo it. That's the start of showing good leadership, and it's going to translate into the fall.
One of the things that when people talk about the leadership when you came here and all that, and somebody brought up B-Rob, he can catch the ball.
Oh, yeah.
There's a difference between catching the ball and being a really good receiver out of the backfield. So what are some of the little things that maybe you've been able to help him with to even help him improve, even just whether it's running routes or whatever?
Yeah. It's tough to really help someone when you've been doing it so long because they've established their identity of how they do it. So it's not necessarily, hey, we're coming out here and trying to change what you're doing. You use your strengths to your advantage. He's a big guy, and so he's going to have those strengths to his advantage. He's going to be able to catch the ball. He's going to be a strong runner coming downhill. Doesn't mean he doesn't have as much wiggle, but if you compare him to me, I'm a jitterbug out there. I'm probably going to be able to be a little bit more maneuverable than he is. And so it's not like, hey, B-Rob, this is what you got to do, because that's not relatable. He's got to be able to go out and make it. And that's the reason he's here, is because he's been able to use his talent. So I don't even think it's about going out there and trying to help him. I think it's about encouraging him to be the best he can be with the talents that he has.
And then going back to Jaden, is there a play or anything that you've seen out here where you just kind of say, wow, or do you just kind of still say it's June?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Like today we had a little check down and it was like 2 yards in front of him and it's in the dirt. It's like, come on, man. But then yesterday he's out in the scramble, slings it up, and it's a one-handed catch down the sideline by a receiver, things like that. So you're like, wow. Like you see a little bit of all of that. And that's what the spring is about. It's about going out there, trying to continue to build the chemistry, knocking some rust off, trying some new things, getting used to the speed of the game because it's a lot different. So I'm looking forward to him continuing to progress in his maturity throughout this, tomorrow and then into the fall and the preseason. So appreciate y'all. Oh, that was one more. What you got? Best one.
Austin, speaking of Justin Herbert, you obviously work with the rookie quarterback, a young quarterback, and you said it's a time thing. Outside of that element, what else did you learn about working with Justin that you have either been able to impart with Jaden, or that you feel like you can be able to help him along his rookie season?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to putting veterans around someone. That I saw with Justin too. We had a lot of older guys around him, and that really helps it, especially at the center position, and I think especially the receivers too, really all the skill positions, because there's a lot of lining up over here at the center position, because hey, they're going to be able to take on all the protections for you, so you don't have to worry about the tilt. Like when Philip was there, it was like he saw it all, he would call it all, he'd do the points. Now we have Tyler's out there calling all the points, right? You put veterans receivers, they're more than likely going to be in the right spots, running the right routes with the right timing, and so when you put those veterans around that have been there, done that, it really helps the quarterback, whoever it is, right, understand, get comfortable, right, be in their drop back, not having to see the whole field, as far as, okay, let me focus at one thing at a time. Maybe this time I'm focused on the front side of this route, or just reading man zone, because it's hard to learn it all at once, right? It takes time. You got to, okay, let me look at the safeties, let me read the zone, let me read the coverage, let me check the plays, all these different things that they could put in there. But when you put, like I said, the veterans around, like myself, when we're in the right spots doing the right things, we can help him play at the best, so he doesn't worry about all the things that he can't control. Yep. Appreciate y'all.